Hi guys, welcome to this channel, a new video with Python. In today's video we will do one more project with Python, small app where we're gonna learn more about variables, basic types, store and print. And in this program we're gonna ask user for full name, age, height, favorite number, country, and we're gonna store each answer at the end in variable before we printing it on the screen. So let's just create, as you can see in terminal, I have these two files, namesave and Mr. Text from our previous video with Python. Today project we will name profile.py. .py is Python extension. Let's make it. Let's reload this one and let's authenticate. At the beginning of this program, first what we need to, let's make first what user needs to enter. First we're gonna ask user for his name and last name. Then we're gonna ask user for his age. So age, and then input, asking from user, and then in this input we're gonna ask user to enter his age. Then we're gonna ask for his height. Please enter your height in centimeters. Next one, we're gonna ask user to enter his favorite number. Let's name it number. And then input, open, close brackets. Last one, what we want to ask the user is to enter his country of origin. Country, name it country, input, open, close brackets. Okay, as you can see, we first named our variables with name, age, height, number, country, and we asked user different questions. Now we're gonna take all these questions because every question is gonna be different. The name is gonna be string, age should be integer, height we're gonna put it to be float, but we're gonna print it as a string, so we need to convert it later. Number is gonna be also integer, and country will be string. Let's just start like this. So let's just start. First, what we're gonna do is to make while loop, while true, and we're gonna take this name. We want user enter only characters, no numbers, no special signs and like that. So we just want letters, characters for the name. If the user enters the number or anything else, this while loop will constantly loop back and forth until user enters his full name as in characters without numbers or any special sign. Let's define that. So if all name, so this string name is alpha, so this dot is alpha is gonna make sure that user enters only letters, no special characters or numbers. Or again, name is space, open close brackets, and this space is gonna make sure that when user enters, let's say like this space is gonna make sure to print as well, because without this one it's not gonna look correctly. We just want to make sure when the user enters full name and last name together, that space, the name and last name are separated properly. Let's just continue. For again name. So if this is correct, we want to break the loop because we don't want next line to go this loop. But if this is not correct, if the user enters the numbers or any special sign, we want to give him a message. This is the message that we're gonna print to the user. If he enters the numbers or any special character, only special character that is allowed is the space between first name and last name. Okay, let's continue. Now we're gonna do age, same as this one, while true. But this one I want differently a little bit, so I'm gonna do try and error. In age loop, we want to make sure that user enters integer So we're just gonna make sure that it's integer, not a string, and we're gonna break the loop if the user enters properly. But if he doesn't enter properly, we're gonna put except value error that will throw the message. Let's print a message to the user. Same as previous one. While this loop is true, it's gonna try to print age. If the user enters the number, it's gonna print it and it's gonna break the loop. It's gonna go to the next one, height. But if the user enters anything that is not the numbers, it's gonna throw the error and it's gonna print this message to the screen until the user enters properly. When the user enters properly, it's gonna break the loop and it's gonna go to next one. Okay, let's do height now. And just to speed up this one, I will just copy this and let's take the height and move it instead of age. And I want to change it to integer. Actually, no integer, we want float. And let's delete this age. So, same as previous one, while this loop is true, it's gonna try with height to be a float. Actually, no, my mistake, sorry. We want to be integer, and then we want to convert it to float. So we're gonna take height, equal sign, convert it to float, and then take height. Yeah, that's the correct one. Because when the user enters in the height, it's gonna be integer. So let's just say user enters 200 centimeters. That will be converted in this line of code to float number. That will be, let's say, 200.0. Let's delete those. If the user enters that properly, it's gonna break the loop and this will not be printed. But if the user doesn't enter it properly, this value error is gonna be printed on the screen and the loop is gonna start from beginning until he enters properly. These while loops are good because it's looping, constantly looping, like going back and forth until user enters properly. This is to make sure that there is no error, because without this while loop, if we remove this while loop and we just take this, it's gonna go through that one, but it will not go back if the user enters wrong. Okay, next one is the number, same as this one. Let's take it, just remove this height, take the number, let's move it up and put it on place. Delete this one, not to repeat again. So while true, try this one to be integer, close the brackets, break the loop if it's correctly, and then we want country. Country, we want to take this one, let's copy it, so I don't need to type this one. While true, let's copy it and let's move the country instead of name and delete the name. As well, we need to change all here to the country, because if I do not change, it's gonna go back to name and it's gonna throw the error. If everything is correctly, it's gonna break the loop. Okay, now it's important that we convert all integers and all floats into strings before printing it on the screen. Now let's print on the screen with print function. Okay, we're gonna use f-string and we're gonna use double quotes, and let's print everything on the screen. Let's take name and name. I want all of this to be printed each on separate line on the screen. So to do that, we're gonna put this one and that will make sure that next one, what it comes after name, is gonna be printed on the next line on the screen. So next one is age. Okay, let's print it on screen. Let's save it. Let's go to terminal. The terminal, so we are in the same directory. Let's Python 3 and the name of the file. So it's a profile. I will type 3 characters first and then press the tab. It's gonna fill up the rest and press enter. Okay, we have, please enter your name and last name. As we said, that's this first while loop. So if I type, let's make an error number. Press enter. As you can see, please enter only the letters, no numbers or any special sign. That's this line of code. That we make sure that it loops until the user enters properly. Let's go to same with rest. Let's put, let's say, Tom Crew. Press enter. Enter your age. I don't know his age. Let's say 67. Okay. Please enter your height in centimeters. Same. I don't know what is his height, so let's say 180. Enter your favorite number. His favorite number, let's say 9,000. And enter country of origin, USA. Press enter. Okay, we have typo error. It's fine. Name, Tom Cruise, age 67, height 180, favorite number 9,000, country USA. So as we said, height we converted to float and then we later converted to string. Let's do with type to check what are these ones. Let's say print. We can type like this, print, and type, open close brackets, and name. Let's copy it, paste multiple times, and just change age. Let's save it, go to terminal, print. As you can see now, all these ones are strings because we converted to string here in this line of code. We had height, that was integer, height was float, right? Yes, we converted to float. And then after which we converted to string before printing it on the screen. Same with age, it was integer, and then we converted it here into string. Number, same, integer, and then to string. And then we printed all of that, and you can see that in type, that they are all at the end strings. Okay, I think that's it for today's video with Python. Thank you for sticking with me this time, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something, same as me. Have a nice day, evening. Bye-bye.